From a backyard waterspout in northern Germany that almost ruined a man's garden, and another in southern Russia that sent workers running for cover, to a tornado in southern China that tore through the heart of Foshan City, and a powerful dust devil that caught the locals by surprise. Here are some of the scariest tornadoes, waterspouts, and dust devils ever caught on camera. Butyadingen is a small town in northern Germany, nestled on a peninsula jutting into the Wadden Sea. Tourists come from around the world to see the beautiful coastlines, but some locals prefer the quiet of their waterside gardens. Michael Fuhrmann is one such local. He was in his backyard enjoying a quiet August day in 2014 when, without warning, a massive waterspout appeared on the lake next to his house. Left with two options, run and hide or record the event, Mike chose the latter, bringing us this up-close and personal look at a powerful backyard twister. The waterspout approaches the border between the lake and his backyard. It nearly snaps a tree in half while his well-trimmed hedges and flowers whip back and forth. The storm moves right, and Mike seizes the opportunity to grab a lawn chair. It looks like he's taking cover behind it, or maybe he just wanted a comfy seat. Thankfully, the storm keeps moving, leaving Mike and his hedges unharmed. Waterspouts are basically tornadoes that form over oceans, rivers, and lakes. Once they make landfall, they're considered tornadoes. But if they return to the water, they're considered waterspouts again. At the end of the day, they're still dangerous air funnels that you should do your best to avoid. We're talking to you, Mike. If you travel south of Richmond, Virginia, you'll soon find yourself in Chesterfield County, the fourth most populous county in the state as of 2020. In mid-September of 2018, everything was going fine in Chesterfield until Hurricane Florence slammed into North Carolina on the 14th. 3 days later, the remnants of Florence spawned a powerful tornado in Chesterfield, forming near Gabe's clothing store in Victorian Square. One man was working in a shop across the parking lot when he saw the tornado forming. He stepped outside to record the event, but quickly learned it was a bad idea.
Oh, man, yo creo que se va a llevar mi carro. Wow, yo no pude sacar mi carro. Man. Yo creo que se va a llevar mi carro. Man. Wow. Ya se llevó mi carro. Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Dark clouds begin forming above Gabe's as the wind speed picks up around our cameraman. Some people manage to drive away, but we imagine others hunkered down inside the various stores. Our cameraman does the smart thing and steps inside moments before debris begins hitting the glass. Soon, the tornado moves over his shop, where he was standing outside only moments before. The storm carved a path of destruction through Chesterfield County, reducing a nearby warehouse to a pile of rubble. According to Lieutenant Jason Elmore with the Chesterfield Fire Department, the collapse resulted in a single casualty. All the other employees were safe and accounted for. The tornado eventually moved out of the business district and into the residential areas. Locals remember it being really quiet. Then, out of nowhere, they heard the booming sound of violent winds. Some took cover in their bathrooms to wait out the storm. When they emerged a minute later, all the trees were down. While tornadoes are rare in Virginia, about 4 each year in September, Florence tripled those numbers in 5 days. Most people picture snow and fur hats when they think of Russia, but they're forgetting the southern portions on the banks of the Black Sea near countries like Georgia and Turkey. For example, Novorossiysk is the largest port city on the Black Sea and was named a Soviet hero city for its bravery during World War II. On August 8th of 2021, a few local beach workers harnessed some of that Soviet-era spirit when a massive waterspout formed over the water. They recorded as it raced towards the shore and were forced to take cover as it made landfall. The waterspout might seem slow and far away, but don't let your eyes fool you. It'll take less than a minute for that beast to come ashore. The workers can't help but feel like they're in harm's way, and we see one person out on the dock who is forced to retreat from the incoming waves. They keep moving backward as the waterspout gets closer and closer. You can hear the whistling wind just before it makes landfall. It throws a few light pieces of debris around before destroying the kiosk and boat in front of them. Our workers take cover in the nick of time as something rather large smashes into the partially closed doors. Local authorities said the waterspout uprooted several trees and caused significant damage to nearby buildings. It slammed into a beachfront cafe where we assume the men in this video were standing, but narrowly missed a yacht anchored in the shallow water. Bangkok, Thailand, home to just over 10 million people and some of the best weather on Earth. Regarding natural disasters, most Thai people only have to worry about monsoons, floods, and typhoons coming off the Indian Ocean and up through the Gulf of Thailand. Tornadoes are extremely rare, but that doesn't make them impossible. On October 4th of 2021, a powerful dust devil spun up on the city's outskirts. Locals were preparing dinner when they heard the banging sound of flying debris. Some stepped outside to record the extremely rare event.
ยุโอ้พายุเลยก็ว่าเกิดอะไรขึ้น
We open on an expansive field as the dust devil takes shape in one woman's backyard. All they can do is hope it doesn't move over their homes, considering the damage it's already done to their neighbors. The dust devil is so powerful that it rips some trees up from their roots. We see the twister moving across the horizon in a more populated area. A few people begin recording on their phones, and the storm eventually inches closer to home. You can hear the wind whipping against the trees and house. CCTV cameras capture dozens of garbage bins rolling down another street. It must have been garbage day in this village. From further away, we see the dust devil extending into the clouds. Locals point and marvel at how big it is. We assume most of them have never seen anything like it. While it looks like a tornado and caused damage like a tornado, this cyclone is technically a dust devil, and a powerful one at that. In simplest terms, tornadoes spawn from intense thunderstorms. Dust devils occur when the ground gets too hot and the air rises quickly. Foshan is a prefecture-level city in southern China. They're about the size of Indianapolis, but with nearly 9.5 million people, or about 8 times the population of Indy. In a city that's so densely populated, you can imagine the kind of panic even a small tornado can cause. On July 2nd of 2022, a powerful storm tore a near mile-long path of destruction through the heart of Foshan City. The tornado towers over the buildings in the distance as it makes its way through the city. You can see bits of debris falling from the sky, but it's hard to tell the kind of damage it's causing below. Aftermath photos fill in the gaps, showing us collapsed buildings and crumbled roofs. 4 days prior, Typhoon Chaba landed in southwestern Guangdong province near Hong Kong. Most of the typhoon damage centered around the coast and in the Philippines. Still, cities like Foshan were left to deal with the after effects. Laixi is a county-level city in Shandong province, China. If you're looking at a map, they're right on the peninsula in northeastern China, jutting into the Yellow Sea. Shandong province is in climate limbo between humid subtropical and humid continental, meaning they have 4 distinct seasons with Florida-like summers and New England-like winters. In short, the locals never know what to expect. So, when a dust devil caught them off guard on July 3rd of 2018, nobody was necessarily surprised. Villagers watch as the dust devil carries small debris into the air. They've probably seen something like this before, but this devil is about to get more powerful than they expect. They can't help but walk toward the storm. Apparently, intrigue is as powerful as the wind. Elsewhere, a man on a scooter narrowly escapes the twister as it passes in front of a store. The final shot puts the entire event in perspective moments before it obliterates a shed. News about this storm in particular is hard to come by. We can't say how much damage it caused, financially speaking, but it clearly left its mark on the people of Laixi. About 1,350 miles southwest of Laixi is the coastal city of Beihai, China, located on the northern shore of the South China Sea. Unlike Laixi, Beihai sports a purely subtropical climate. They are highly susceptible to monsoons and typhoons coming off the West Pacific. But on September 17th of 2019, people living along the coast dealt with a different natural disaster. This twister went back and forth between land and sea. You can tell the difference in color when it's picking up sand on the beach and water out over the ocean. Several locals recorded the 10-minute event from different angles as the cyclone swapped between tornado and waterspout.
刚才从恒大那边刮过来的，特别漂亮啊！真漂亮，快看呐，难得一见的龙卷风啊！
A few people watch from their hotel room as the storm nearly breaks an entire row of palm trees. It eventually moves back over the water, and you can see the funnel stretching high into the clouds. It almost looks frozen in place as the water creates the cool illusion you'll sometimes see with fancy faucets. Thankfully, this tornadic waterspout never moved past the beach. With only minor damage to the palm trees, vacationers at Silver Beach in Beihai City could have had it much worse. To see another video just like this one, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.